Okay, so we are now going to install this extra peripheral, which is a vertical mouse by a brand called Evoluent. The reason that we're going for a vertical mouse is because it can help to alleviate any carpal tunnel syndrome or fatigue or RSI that's built up over almost a lifetime of using a traditional mouse with two keys on the top. Very simple to install. It runs off a USB cable. USB is Universal Serial Bus, and this is 2.0. We are now on 3.0, which improves the amount of data. The higher number that we go with each generation, it improves the amount of the transfer of data and how quickly it can move between the peripheral and the computer. Not quite so important with a mouse where there's not too much information flowing between the devices and the computer, but more important with things like a hard disk drive where there's a lot of information. So it's what's called plug and play. Simply all we're going to do is to put this USB into the back of our computer down here. So we need to find a available USB slot, and there's one just here. So we'll try and pop that in. There you go, it just simply slides in. And then we're going to come back up here to the computer now. You can see straight away it's installing the device driver software. So as I say, it's plug and play, and there you can see we've got a message to say that the device driver software is installed successfully, which is very good. In older versions of Windows and using older hardware, quite often hardware would come with a disk with it, and that would include the drivers that would need to be installed manually. Thankfully now Windows recognises the vast majority of peripherals that you'll try to plug in, and it will simply plug and play. So you can see we've now got power to the mouse, and then a very easy way to see if it's working is quite simply on the screen. We can see the pointer moving around. Okay. There are further ways to configure the mouse, and we're going to come across those in the second part of this assignment. But just to check that everything is okay, if we go to mouse and we left click on there, we can see here, this is our hardware, which is the HID compliant mouse, and we can go into the properties and we can see that this device is working properly. So that is the successful installation of the mouse.